Hey YouTube, it is Terry Talks and it is December 19th, 2022. We are close to Christmas. Hope everybody's ready, seeing family, getting the house decorated, everything. Just want to do a quick check-in just to talk about just different things, life, a little quick video, observations, things such as that, what's been going on in the past couple of weeks, what I plan to do, want to do, and just how how everything is going. Tired of hearing the TV all the time talking about crime, and which brings me to this. One of the reasons we moved from Chicago to Georgia is because we were just tired of having to, you have to watch your back anywhere, but Chicago and states that are like New York, places like New York, LA are like so expensive. It's like the haves and the have-nots. We didn't live terrible in Chicago by any means, but Chicago is such a segregated city that you could live on one side of town and there'd be one race of people, another side of town there'd be another race, and then there's like middle ground where there's like diversity. Well, for the most part, if you don't have the income or the money to afford those places that have a lot of diversity basically are places, and my people from Chicago will know this, are like Lincoln Park, Wicker Park, places like that. And your average income, one person, you are not going to be able to afford Lincoln Park or Wicker Park. Most people with a family, they want a home. You don't want to stay in a condo or an apartment. You want a home. So, and this is just from looking or remembering out of nothing that I looked at on Zillow recently, but to get a house probably in Lincoln Park, and we're talking about a single family home, I would guess about starting, I may be wrong, it may be some cheaper, starting at probably about $650,000. And that's probably starting, and that's probably conservative. We're talking about Lincoln Park by DePaul University. By all the amenities, by all the nightlife, by all the, things that people want to do. If you're a nightclub person, by the nightclubs, the gyms, the art places, the just cool stuff. And in Chicago, being the way it is, you live on the South Side and there's culture a little. And when I say that, I'm just going to probably broach into a controversial topic, but when you have all of us with no amenities, it's a dog eat dog place. The South Side is like a dog eat dog place. And I can never understand this, and this is just my logic, probably because I've been told I'm a nice person and I look at the glass half full. But to be poor shouldn't have to mean to be in a crime-ridden neighborhood. It shouldn't. And I don't know if it's just my kin folks that are like that, because I remember reading, can't remember the source, but I do remember reading like the crime statistics like in the Appalachia and poor white areas, and it's nowhere near what it would be like in inner cities with my skin folk. And there could be a lot of reasons that you want to surmise why that might be true, but that's a whole nother conversation. But my point was to make is that you can't live how you want to live on a certain salary in Chicago and want certain things. I want to be close to those stores like Target and Bed Bath and Beyond, and a nice gym, just stuff. You know, you want to be close to stuff. And living in Chicago on the south side, you're not going to get stuff. You're going to be driving about a nice 15 to 30 minute drive somewhere to get to the premier grocery stores like Meijer, Mariano's, where you're going to have a good quality selection. Because you're not going to get that on the south side. You're going to get your typical neighborhood stores with a few vegetables, processed food. It's not going to be like if you go to Lincoln Park or Wicker Park and you got a Whole Foods, you got a Trader Joe's. It's not going to be like that. So we chose to move to Georgia because we could get more bang for our buck. You can get a house in a nice neighborhood, comparatively speaking. A really nice neighborhood. You're not going to break the bank. You can get a nice house down here for under $200,000. And the way the house market is going these days, even down here, the house prices are going up. I was surprised at some of the prices of the houses considering where we are in the amenities. But overall, you get more bang for your buck. You're going to be living in a safer neighborhood. You're going to be having space, better schools, and just access to resources, restaurants. We don't live too far from the Air Force Base here. You're going to have all diverse set of people. And this is one thing I wanted to bring up about the South, which most people have a different mindset about, and I did too before we moved here, is that you would think the race relations in the deep South, because we're in the deep South. We're in Georgia, but we're in the like South Georgia, the deep South. And I want to say the people, my white brothers and sisters down here are way more friendlier than the counterparts up north. Because we were a little reluctant to move down deep south. We wanted Georgia, and we were kind of looking everywhere, but we at the same time we're like, oh, I don't know about this town or that town. We did our research, but that was amazing to us. It's so much more diversity in the deep south than there is in Chicago. Seriously. I mean, other races of people will speak to you more readily than if you were up north. People shop together. People in the same malls together, the same stores. And if anybody is from places like Chicago, you know that this isn't usually the case. It's like a rare occurrence where you'll be on the south side and you're shopping with people of other nationalities, you know, maybe except for like Hispanics. But yeah, so we were like pleasantly surprised when we moved down here that was the case. We were expecting all kinds of maybe looks and stares, but it's just the opposite. But we love our town. Wish it had a little bit more amenities, because get this, there's only one hospital in a town that's growing this fast. One hospital, and there was an occasion where I thought I might have to go, but the surgery office who did my surgery was like, just come here because it's about a 6 to 8 hour wait if you go to the hospital. There's one major hospital, and they're just now opening up another one with the emergency room. Not knowing the exact number, but I want to say there's about 25,000 people in this town. There's one hospital. I don't get it, but yeah, just some thoughts. Just wanted to talk about that a little bit. I might make another video when I think of other stuff to talk about. Just stuff on my mind, things like that. But yeah, but that's it. Like and subscribe, share if this is of any interest to you. And I will see you soon.